Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. This video is about Pultruded Carbon. What is it, where to get it, and what sizes do you need to build your SoarKraft model? While the SoarKraft airframes are mostly made of 3D printed parts, Pultruded carbon pieces are needed to hold it all together to get the best performance. Made from spools of carbon fiber tow, pulled through a resin bath, and heat cured to a stable shape. These machines make miles at a time, and the cross-section can be custom and very complex. But simple shapes are most common, cut to standard length for handling and shipping. These common sizes are used in all kinds of products, automotive and sports equipment, drones and kites. Higher volume use reduces prices, making this awesome material less expensive, and in some cases cheaper than steel, aluminum, wood, or even fiberglass. Shipping seems to be the sticky point, and 1 meter long seems to be the longest popular length, and is already pushing the length for cheap shipping. Pultruded carbon is strongest in tension, up to 10 times stronger than steel, making it ideal to hold the 3D printed layers stacked together, like in this power pod fuselage, where the carbon runs perpendicular to the layers, from the motor mount to the tail. If glued correctly, keeps the whole stack together. It does have some strength in compression, twist, and bending, but those forces rely heavily on the resin binding the carbon strands together to do the work. This is a raw, lightweight PLA tail fin. This is the exact same printed material, but with the pultruded carbon. It's really stiff with not much added weight. No material is perfect though. Point loads may snap a piece. Tubes can crush, crack, and splinter. But unabused, they are amazingly strong and stiff. There are cross-weave wrapped protrusions available that will resist these point loads better, but sizes are limited and they're much more expensive. Solid rods are heavier but more resilient to separation, and they just feel so indestructible. I have been asked about using wood. It can work, but even hardwood is floppy compared to carbon. I would never use it, but you can do whatever you want. Here's a selection of the available 10mm square material. The solid is the strongest, but the tubes can be useful, like carrying a meter-long span-loaded ballast rod for de-essing, or the thin wall tube for lightweight. There's lots of options. There are several suppliers with these sizes of pultruded carbon. Windcatcher RC has a good selection and even has bulk pricing. Aloft Hobbies is also a good source. Speedy FPV is another. Material is available worldwide. Just do a search for Pultruded Carbon 1000 and look through the results for what you need. Shipping is usually the biggest expense, so getting everything from one place helps. So what carbon do you need? Well, each file set has instructions with a part list, but the Rough-Gen, Pica, and Igneous need about the same parts, even when using the power pod. You will need a meter-long spar, 3 4x1 strips, and 2 2mm rods. The spar is either 6mm diameter for the RG15 or 7mm tube for the MH32. The Juicy and the Zesty DS airframes use a 10mm square by 1 meter spar, 4 4x1 strips, and 3 2mm rods. The stretch and future 1.6 meter airframes use an 8 millimeter square by 1 meter spar, 4 4x1 strips, 2 6x1 strips, and 2 2 millimeter rods. I do recommend getting a couple extra 4x1 strips and 2 millimeter rods when ordering. They're usually an inexpensive add that doesn't cost any more to ship, but can be used for repairs, a fuselage with a different tail style, accessories like this tow hook, or reinforcement on the future EDF pod. Hopefully you enjoyed my explanation of pultruded carbon, what it is, where to get it, and what you need for your build. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and check out my other videos about printing, different materials and testing, and flying these SoarKraft designs to the limits of what's possible. This channel is funded by viewers like you purchasing my files on my website for printing planes just like this, and helps me to continue to refine, develop, and share new ways of making them better, faster, and cheaper to hopefully benefit everyone. Or at least to have a good time. Nice. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.